Alright guys, welcome back to another stream. Today, as you can see, it is going to be Demon's Crest for Super Nintendo. This is a game I've actually streamed many times in the past. I've definitely done multiple runs of this on stream. I think I've even done a full Let's Play of the game as well, so... content's a little redundant, but it's October 1st as of doing this stream, and I just want to play some damn Demon's Crest, because it's a really good game. One of my favorite Super Nintendo games. I go back to this game probably once every other year at a bare minimum. And, yeah, classic Capcom game that, surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, didn't get a whole lot of love back in the day. There was just a lot of really good games for both the Genesis and Super Nintendo the year that this game came out. So yeah, this one kind of got overlooked back in the day. Now it's kind of sought after. It's definitely a cult classic, and just a very fun game. It's not too overly difficult up until the end of the game, at least, and it's got a sort of non-linear aspect to it. Where you can take different stages in different orders, and there are certain areas you can only access by getting certain items from other levels. So there's some backtracking and stuff like that, and some experimentation, and very light puzzle elements involved. And so yeah, I'm gonna try to take you through the entire game. If you manage to get everything in the playthrough, you will get a special password after the end credits, and when you insert that password into the password screen, you'll actually get to go back into the game and then fight the true final boss, which is extremely difficult, but it is kind of like a post-game sort of super boss is what I would call it. I guess that's what they call some post-game bosses in RPGs these days, super bosses. So yeah, we're gonna aim for that. I actually did do a run of this a couple weeks ago on Twitch, so hopefully I'm still fairly warmed up on the game. I did not fight the true final boss, though. I did everything except that. So when we get to the true final boss, we will see. We'll see how we do. So, but yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you're all doing well tonight. I see Mark M out there, Potter13, Greg N, Uber Disco, Society of Sin, Megasis, Ethan, Jules, Stexor, Trevor Student, and Office, and Uber Disco. I think I already said Uber Disco. Uber Disco gets 2 shoutouts today, though, because he finally played Ninja Gaiden for the NES, and he put in a really good, like, several hour long effort on it. So, yeah, huge shoutouts to Uber Disco. Also, huge shoutout to Society of Sin. Joined up as a channel member right before I started the stream. So thank you very much for that, sir. And Jonathan is out there. Welcome to the stream, Jonathan. And, alrighty. So let's go ahead and hit the start button here. And you do have some options. It's nothing terribly interesting. You can, change your controls, change the audio, I think, from stereo to mono. And that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy there. So you're basically tossed into an introduction level. And you basically fight a boss at the very beginning. It's not much of a boss. He's really simple. But it's a good way of sort of getting you used to the game's mechanics. So one of the core mechanics is being able to hover in the air. And you do that by pressing jump a second time when you're in midair. And you just press it again to let go. Yeah, just like that. So we're going to wait for this guy to come on over here. He's going to lower his head, and then I want to shoot him. Just like that. If I stay hovered up here like this, he's not going to, dip down with his head. So you need to have him dip down with his head, just like that. And it's just a few hits, and then he's basically down for the count. And there we go. Oh, you made it back to Jakio. Okay. Well, it's still Uber. You made really good progress for your first time playing the NES. Well, I guess it wasn't really technically your first time, but you know what I mean. Like, your first time really putting serious effort in. Alright, so he busts back through, and then we just kind of take him out. Just like that. And then he drops a life extend. And there's a bunch of these over the course of the game. So you can see our health bars in the top left. It's only 4 blocks right now. Now it's 5. Potter asks, this is off topic, but do you plan on doing a Castlevania Advance collection? I assume you mean stream. No. I don't actually plan on buying that anytime soon, because I have access to all those games already, so I don't really need the collection. I would like to get it eventually, just, it's probably gonna be a little while before I pick it up. So, but I will absolutely buy it eventually. Alright, so, yeah, if any of you guys are familiar with, say, the Mega Man series, this is a little bit like that. And we actually just got what's called a Vellum. If you hit the start button, you can bring up your character menu. And the Vellums allow you to equip spells. Spells have different abilities. One, for instance, will, like, destroy all the enemies on the screen or something like that. I don't use spells very often in this, but it is something to make the game a little bit easier on you. You do need all the Vellums and all the potions and stuff like that, and all the talismans to unlock the true final boss at the end of the game. And hey, Saboteur, welcome back. Yes, Meg is doing schoolwork. I applaud you for being able to do your schoolwork and remain focused at the same time while still watching my stream. Because I sure as hell can't do that. I tried watching Uber Disco's stream today and I couldn't focus on my job. Alright, so this is our first other boss. You find these guys a lot over the course of the game, and you can just kind of whack them as fast as you can. He does this dash attack like that. And what's cool about bosses in this game is they do change colors, you know, as you do more damage to them. So when they turn reddish, you know they're almost dead. And then you've also got the A button, which allows you to headbutt. And headbutting will destroy statues in the background. So that's our second health extend. Hey, Leo, welcome back. Yeah, Meg's had some interesting topics for, you know, her papers. Those little blue items right there, they actually refill your health. So that's how you get health back if you lose it, or if you lose some. Now, enemies also drop money. And, money is very useful in this game. You can buy stuff. This is worth 1. And then if we come down here, we get our first, potion. Or urn. It's an empty urn. Which we fill up to make potions. We're going to be coming back to this first level as well, because there's another item that's hidden behind blocks that we don't have the ability to access right now. Alright, and our next boss. I've watched your progress, and I'm glad I shall be the one to put an end to your petty crusade. There is a story behind this game. It's kind of interesting, but I'm not going to really go into that. For those of you guys that have not seen this before, this is technically the third game in the Gargoyles Quest series, which was a series of Game Boy and NES games featuring Firebrand, who is basically a red armor, which was a really dangerous enemy in the Ghosts and Goblins series. So the Gargoyles Quest games were like spin-offs of the Ghouls and Ghosts games, or Ghosts and Goblins / Ghouls and Ghosts games. And Demon's Crest, I don't think Demon's Crest is like a straight follow-up to, say, Gargoyles Quest 2, but it's in the same franchise. maybe you can consider like a side story or something, but I don't think it mentions anything about the first 2 games in the series. The Gargoyles Quest games have some, the first one in particular has some like light RPG elements. There's like an overworld and you can get into like random encounters and stuff like that. Or was it random encounters or was it enemies that you just saw in the overworld? I think it's random encounters in that game. It's kind of interesting. I've always wanted to go back and finish the first one. I've never done that. I did beat Gargoyles Quest 2 back in the day. That was a long time ago. That was like the late 90s when I did that. So yeah, now we have an overworld map here. No battles here or anything like that, but you can dive down and land in, you know, go access towns, access other levels. What I want to do is actually find a hidden minigame. And I'm going to try this right here. This might be level 2. There are 3 levels. I'm looking for level 3. Nope, this is level 2. So we're not going to play this. If you complete these mini games successfully, you get some cash. But I really want to complete the 3rd one because that actually gives me a health extend. And again, I need all the health extends. I believe it's right here. Now, so you have to use your headbutt, which again is the A button. Yep, this is level 3. It's 20 bucks to enter. I have 2 attempts unless I earn some cash here. So we're going to go ahead and roll with it, and let's hope we can get it. Alright, first try. Very good. Last time I played this, I was playing on a hacked SNES Classic, and it there was some input lag. So it took a little while to get the timing just right. But we're playing on a Mr. FPGA today, which pretty much has no lag. It's really nice. So very crisp picture quality with the HDMI output, but also no input lag at the same time. Salvatore says he likes the graphics. Nice. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is go to our first town here, and this is where we access the first set of stages. We'll get some items here. So what's cool about this town is it acts as sort of like a shop hub. There's also some people here you can talk to, which will give you information on, various items you obtain over the course of your playthrough. So if this is one of those games you play like without an instruction manual, it's okay. You don't need the manual. There's stuff in-game to sort of help you identify things you'll run into over the course of the playthrough. As well as things that'll give you a little more of the backstory and whatnot. But one of the other cool things you can do in this town is just bash open these windows with your head and get money. And again, money is important because you will have to buy stuff. I'm gonna hover right here, like this. Bust these open. And if you come here and talk to this guy, he'll say a variety of things based on your demon form. We're gonna eventually get crests, and actually we've already gotten the first one. And as you equip your crests and you talk to this guy, he'll say different things. And he says, I saw him run and break one of those fountains into pieces once. So you can get on top of his head, hit the A button to do a charge, just like that. And so that, this is sort of like a tutorial area when you think about it. The cool thing about this guy is you can actually shoot on the ground like that, which is actually really good for those pots I just bashed. But there's no headbutting with this guy. You can only shoulder slam. So we're going to switch back to this. Try to get some more money. You guys are talking about pizza? Yeah, probably no pizza for me tonight. Okay. Now, I don't have to grind out for cash right now, but I'm just choosing to. Because, really what I'd like to do is, if I can, maybe get, like, a, you know, get a spell, get a potion, or something like that. It's not really necessary, but... Man, this did not want to give me, like, any money at all. So we've got 83 gold. Nothing too crazy, but we'll just progress through our first area here. And what I'm going to do is take a, sort of a hidden passage, and that's going to take us to an alternate route, which is going to let us fight a boss that's going to give us the Buster attack. And the Buster attack allows us to break through certain objects, and it also allows us to throw an extra projectile specifically for that weapon. And to access that area, it's right here. Hey, Adam! Thanks for joining back up as a channel member, man. Assuming you weren't already. It says that, member for 20 months. Alright, so let's just switch back. Now, I had actually considered playing a hacked version of this game tonight, because there's a hack that adds a lot of nice quality of life features, like being able to cycle your suits without having to go to your menu. And there are a lot of other balance changes as well, but unfortunately, I didn't want to do that until I was comfortable with it. Oh, I have to actually hit this guy with this dude. Come on. There we go. So those ones right there, I think those are like $20 or $25. They're worth quite a bit. So if you ever see those, you know, those coins with the skulls on them, it's good stuff. Definitely pick those up. Those silver ones are just worth $5. One of the good things about this guy's projectile is it's really powerful if you do the ground-based one. So let's switch back over to Firebrand normally. And then switch back so we can bash through this wall. There we go. Alright, another, you know, gimmick mechanic here, where the flames can actually go out, so you have to use your fire to relight the room. So, there we go. And these are the walls we'll eventually be able to break by beating the boss that's coming up. Same with these walls right here. Switch over. Get that money. Alright, switch back. Constant switching in this game. Now, there are some levels later on where you can switch to a specific demon form and then you can just leave that for most of the stage. But in these first couple of areas, you have to be constantly switching just because you don't really have a whole lot of flexibility. Alright, so this is our boss fight. You guys are talking about eggs? I make eggs for breakfast like every morning. Well, mostly egg whites, but I do put a couple yolks in. Not too many. Alright, so first what happens here is all of his little tiny eyeballs come out, and you have to destroy them. Now, the thing about your projectile with just Firebrand's original default form is that you can only have one projectile on screen at once. This is why you're seeing me not shoot multiple times. It's because I can't. So you have to be very deliberate with your attacks. I would really like that health. Damn it. Oh, man. Alright, there we go. There we go. Honestly, the trickiest part of the boss fight is the first phase, where you're dealing with the tiny eyeballs, because you have to deal with multiple enemies at once. This second one's not too bad. It's a bigger object, it's harder to miss. You know, see? Not too bad. The yolks are important. Well, you gotta remember, Meg, I've got high cholesterol. And so, like, I probably shouldn't be eating tons of yolks. Especially probably not five days a week. Sometimes I have to eat the yolks, though, because, like, I make egg whites with actual eggs. I've tried like the bottled stuff, and even when I mix real eggs with it, it still doesn't really taste too appealing to me. So I'm pretty much adamant about just real eggs. Plus, I can also pay almost the same amount as a full bottle and have eggs for like a whole week. So it's actually more affordable too to do real eggs. But we're gonna come back here because I have the Buster attack now, and that'll allow me to get one of the hidden items here in this first level. Yeah, so it's because it's hard to like the way I separate you know, the egg whites from the yolk is inconsistent. You know what I think I need? I think I need to get like a tool to separate the whites from the yolk, because I do them by hand. You know, I split the egg, like crack the egg open, have it split in half, and I just like move the yolk from one half to the other, and the egg whites just, you know, they just fall out. But if you don't do it right, like you'll smash the yolk and it'll get in with all your egg whites, or, you know, you'll get tons of eggshell in your mix, which is not good. So I'm always stubborn when it comes to that stuff, though. Like, I don't think, you know, I could probably make this easier on myself. I just do it the hard way for years and years because it's the only way I know how to do it. But now that I think about it, I should probably get like an egg separator. I don't know why I'm just thinking about that now. Thanks, guys. This has been a really productive stream. I appreciate this. Hey, Azusa. Thanks for joining back up as a member. Alright, so this is the Buster attack. It's a little bit weaker than your primary fireball, but you can shoot 2 projectiles on screen. Or have 2 projectiles on screen. Azusa with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. And there we go. Health extend. Hey, Patrick. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Welcome to the stream. All right. All right, so back to the town. If I come here, though, I can play the level 1 of the minigame, which is a way to earn maybe a little bit of money. Let's just do it, just to show it off. This one's a lot easier than level 3. Oh man, that's way easier. Man, There's very few I have to actually do. Yeah, I spent 5. I got 25. 25 or 30. I couldn't tell if that was 5 or 6 fivers. But yeah, so that is a mini game. If we come over here, I believe we can actually buy spells if we want. The Wise Man, the Shop of Spells. Alright. So, yeah. I mean, some of these are actually pretty useful. Imp, I believe, actually has a little dude that follows you. We'll go ahead and do that just to demonstrate it. It's not too expensive. And, so what we're going to do is some of our other levels are open, and we can go to them, but I want to continue with the town area, because there are more things to do here. Alright, back to Buster. And now if you come in here, this guy will actually identify your talismans. Now, unfortunately, we haven't actually gotten any talismans yet. And you can bust open his pots and sometimes get money. Yeah, so he actually tells you about the talismans before you even get them. Like, ooh, there are these things called talismans. And then if you equip a talisman and then you come back to that guy, he'll actually tell you exactly what it is. And when you want to know what other ones are, you just, you know, unequip it and equip a new one. Now the other nice thing about Buster is you can actually, it's got a larger hitbox, and so you can actually destroy objects slightly below your projectile, whereas your standard fireball cannot. Alright, I give up. This does not want to give me a whole lot of money. Now there is a talisman you get later on in the game that will make money drop more frequently. And so when you want to earn money, you come to the town with the talisman equipped. And how many potions do we have? We just have 1. Alright, so what we're going to do is actually buy an elixir. And actually, we're going to buy ginseng. Elixir is pretty good because it does revive you if you have it equipped. But it doesn't give all of your health back as far as I remember. So if you buy ginseng, this will actually give you all of your health back. That includes, you know, when you've maxed out your health bar. Now, you have to use it manually. It doesn't get used automatically like Elixir does. But it's still very good to have. It's especially good for this upcoming part where we can sort of sequence break a little bit. Get some good money for those. You have to share your eggs with your dog. She expects it. Oh man, you got a egg-eating dog. That's awesome. I wonder if my cat would eat eggs if I gave it to her. She doesn't eat human food. I've tried to give her some. Alright, so what I'm going to do is actually come down here. Just like so. And there's another urn. And I'm going to go ahead and use my potion so I don't die. A little bit of a sequence break. Normally you'd want to come here later on in the playthrough. You get a sort of a merman demon form where you can swim through the water and you don't take damage when you're underwater. But it's pretty weak above water or on ground. Now we're going to come back later and do the exact same thing, but for, I believe, a talisman. I could do it right now, but I think I'll probably die if I try. So, again, we needed to come back to this place anyway to get some of the items that are in here. Society says his cat loves eggs. Probably because he puts cheese in them. Azusa says he'll let me know when he plays Ninja Gaiden. Right on, man. Yeah, do that. I want to see you play it. Alright, let's go ahead and switch over to our Buster. And here's our next Vellum, which again we can equip spells to. So if I select this Vellum and I use it, I'm a little familiar. These guys are actually from the Ghosts and Goblins games. And honestly, I don't really ever use the spells in this game, just because, honestly, I don't think the game's all that challenging. But it's still cool, you know? It's fun having, like, some flexibility like this. And this little dude's moderately powerful, too. I like it. Go get him, buddy. Yeah! Good job. He's a good little boy. He's a good little demon. Hey, Cedar Valley, welcome back. And it looks like he's only good for a single screen, though. That's a bummer. Alright, life extend. And I'm gonna come back up this way. Doing this in the dark. There we go. Oh man, and it's back down. A lot of stuff we have to do here. And that's okay. It's not a big deal. So, do any of you guys out there plan on playing any specific games for October? I know a lot of you guys out there are a lot like me, where you like to play spooky games for this month. There we go, we went ahead and got Ginseng again. I'd like to get another one, actually. They cost 140 bucks. I'm at 88 right now, so since I have 2 urns, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to save up to buy a second one. One of the reasons that the upcoming boss is actually pretty challenging. He does a lot of damage, and he doesn't give you a whole lot of flexibility to avoid him. Mark says he's going to go back and play Resident Evil 1. Hell yeah. My brother might come by sometime this October to do RE2 Remake, which came out several years back. So I'll try to give you guys a heads up in advance when I line up a date. Hey, John Smith. John Smith's gonna play some Doom Eternal add-ons. Hell yeah. Very cool, man. I still need to do that myself. Man, I binged Doom Eternal so much in the first couple weeks it was out that I kind of never played it again. I mean, not entirely true. I fired it up for like a level or 2 here or there. But for the most part, I haven't gone back to do like a full run. Such a good game, though. Right, what are we at cash-wise? 149? Okay, we're good. I can buy the other potion. Zeus is gonna play Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Ethan says, does Metroid Dread count? It seems spooky. Yeah, it counts. Why not, right? Metroid has always had that sort of ominous vibe going on with it. I'd really like to get Metroid Dread, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I might have to wait a while. Alright. So kind of like we did with that urn, where we got it under the water, or in the water. We're gonna do the same thing for, I think, a talisman. So again, this is a little bit of a sequence break. I love doing sequence breaks. That's what I love about games like these, is they give you the opportunity to do that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a part of the game, right? So I take damage to come on over here. And there we go. We get the glove. Or the hand. This, I believe, allows us to actually shoot more projectiles. And let's go ahead and switch over to our ginseng. Jonathan says that GOG just released Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Really? I need to pick that up. See, that is something I could buy. It's probably not that expensive. That's really awesome to hear. I've always wanted to finish that game. I really liked it back in the day, but I never did beat that one. Alright, let's just jump here. Now, there are going to be a couple of items that we can find in these skull mounds. Yep, a life extend. Now these guys right here, they're armored up front, but if you have the Buster attack, you can actually break off their armor and kill them. Another thing I want to do is actually use this guy in the boss fight, because while he's not really ideal for, say, getting over the boss, because he doesn't have a hover mechanic, you can, he does a lot of damage with his ground projectiles, so, you know, basically I'll end up tanking some hits and just do a lot of damage with my ground projectile. Salvatore plans on playing Alone in the Dark on Dreamcast this month. Hell yeah, very cool. The new nightmare. Alright, let's go ahead and use our ginseng. There we go. And it's okay to use your potions. It's just money. You can get more money. Hey Jay, you did not miss the stream. You only missed 9/10 of it. No, I'm just kidding. We just started a little while ago. We're about... Are we already almost 50 minutes in? I must have had the stream starting soon thing going for like 20 minutes before I even started playing. Alright, let's go back here. Hey, Super Jeff, welcome back. Shin Megami. Of course Meg would catch that. I didn't even realize that. That's funny. Alright. Alright, how much cash do I have? 124. So I'm gonna buy another ginseng just to be safe. Go ahead and use the Buster. Hey Tommy, welcome to the stream. Scarlet asks, is this Ghouls and Ghosts from the Little Red Devil's perspective? It's like a side story, yeah. Alright, again we're gonna buy the ginseng. And there we go. And I don't have enough cash for another. I could buy an herb or something like that. This potion will restore some of your vitality. Let's just go ahead and do it. Why not? I'll probably need it later on. And, so we can just go ahead and exit. There's not really anything else for me to do here. Except, man, get some good money. That's good money. Yeah, not much cash there. Yeah, you can see how we can shoot up to 3 projectiles now. And if I use my regular form, I can do 2 of my fireballs. Alright, it's good stuff. So now we can go on to some of the other levels in the game. We will start with this one right here. Now, this one really wants you to have a different gargoyle form, which I don't have right now. And there's going to be another urn just around the corner, right here. Let's go ahead and use our buster. Where is it? I'm missing it. Where'd it go? I thought there was one. There it is. Oh, and actually, you know what? I don't know if I can even get that. Let's see. Damage. Okay. Yeah, we can just tank the damage. Nice. This seems confusing to figure out? No, not at all, man. This is actually really simple when it comes to this style of game. You know, a game with, you know, non-linear elements. That is not hard to figure out at all. It honestly, to me, has more in common with something like Mega Man X than it does, you know, like an action RPG. You know, in terms of like the level structure, level layouts, how the levels interconnect and stuff like that. Some of the alternate paths you can take or some of the secrets you'll find. It's not rocket science. It's pretty easy to figure out. A lot of us figured this out when we were like 12. So if 12-year-old me could figure this out, Azusa, you can figure this out. 12-year-old me was pretty dumb too. Honestly, 39-year-old me is still pretty dumb, but not as dumb as I was when I was 12. We do have some enemies here that sort of return from the Ghosts and Goblins series. These guys were from Ghouls and Ghosts. They were in the very first level of that game. There's a whole other area I can take and access down here, but I don't think I really want to do that. Oh no, I do. I was thinking of another door I can go through earlier on. I'm getting my areas confused. I'm getting them all mixed up. I'm just all mixed up. Alright, so boss time. Would Batman be considered for an October gameplay on any game system? No, Mark, not really. Now, you know, I used to think that when enemies are blinking, they're in a state of invincibility frames. And I would try to just, like, time my attacks and taper my attacks. But now I'm not so sure if that actually is the case. So, lately I've been attacking more frequently. I can't talk either. You can see this guy just bobs up and down for a little bit. Then he'll just go back and forth on the ceiling, just like that. Shoots out these fire projectiles, which are a little random. Their spacing seems to be random. And let me actually select my herb. There we go. Azusa asks, did I ever play ActRaiser? I beat ActRaiser about, like, 22 years ago. It was right before the Dreamcast came out. I had picked up a cheap used copy at one of our video rental stores. They were liquidating all their Super Nintendo games. And so I ran through the game really quick, and a couple weeks before the Dreamcast hit. And really enjoyed the game. but I haven't played it since. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, I haven't really messed around with it since. So we got the tornado. It's not particularly interesting. I mean, it just acts as a platform that you can stand on in the air. You know, maybe you can get to some things higher up, but I mean, there are gargoyle forms you'll get later on that will allow you to just fly independently. You don't even need like an air platform, so it's kind of a redundant power-up. Yeah, Zuza, you should definitely play it. The remaster looks fun. I watched some videos on it, and yeah, it looks good. It's another one I could totally see myself getting eventually. But my excuse with that one, aside from just not having the money for it, is I'd rather play through the Super Nintendo one first, because I know I'd want to stream it here. So, I probably wouldn't get it until after I play through the SNES one again. And then I want to play through ActRaiser 2 as well. I know it's a very different game, but it's a really challenging game, and that's kind of like up my alley right now. Hey, Red Zero Ranger, I am going for the true ending, yeah. See, you've got a wind mechanic here. It sort of pushes you over to the right. And I'm gonna come the top route first. I'm gonna go the top way. If you fall into that little whirlwind, it'll take you to an alternate route. These dudes are a little creepy looking. Alright, there we go. Good fight. Oh, man. Alright. So we got the ability called Claw. It allows you to shoot this little projectile against spikes. Also not the most useful. I mean, you might be able to sequence break certain parts a little bit earlier, but again, once you get the flying gargoyle, it's kind of redundant. Hey, Gimpler? He says, a Capcom hidden gem. No one talks about this classic. Are there any Japanese RPGs that are horror? I mean, yeah, I would say, doesn't the Persona series kind of qualify as that? The first couple in particular. I'm sure there are others. Sweet Home on NES is another one. Or Famicom, I should say. Technically Famicom. Whoops. Took a hit. Alright, so this is going to take us to the next part of the stage, where we're going to fight Arma again. Arma was that first gargoyle boss that we fought early, at the very end of the very first level. He's the one that gave us the first crest. And so he's going to give us another crest. That's kind of his purpose in this game. He's not really a challenging boss, but he gives you, you know, really good upgrades in the form of crests. All right, and there is the crown. So that's another one of our talismans. Oh, jeez, Mac. Oh, man. Yeah, let's definitely not go there. I agree. Talk about more video games. We all like video games, right? Video games. I play video games. Do you play video games? I play video games. Alright, so here's Arma again. Tommy played a video game once. It was fun. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use my herb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it gave us about 5 blocks of health back. It's not too bad. Not doing too well here. Society, chill out, dude. Seriously, man. I'd appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. We're all here to have a good time, so don't be smartasses, okay? That goes for everybody out there. Everybody. More talk about video games. Alright, so we got the aerial gargoyle. Giffler says he would have loved to have seen an SNES Bionic Commando. Yeah, I agree. Me too. Alright, so that's that. Now that we've done those 2 areas, our second set of areas is opened up. But we're gonna go ahead and come back to this place. Many items we can get here. Mark says he's trying to start his RPG collection. His first RPG games were Shadowrun for Sega and Suikoden. go ahead and headbutt. Come on in here. Hey, no face. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Red Zio says, I already liked it. Well, thanks, Red. I appreciate that. Alright. Yes, Azusa, Suikoden 2 is expensive. I mean, I think they're all expensive, technically. But yeah, that was, one of the first ones to really shoot up in price. I mean, that was, funny enough, that was a $200 game, like, 16, 17 years ago. It's crazy. Very early, expensive PS1 game. Alright, so I really would like to get some health back, because I do want to drop into this place and, get an item. I'm going to end up using my ginseng here. I could take one more hit. Let's go ahead and use the ginseng. Eric says, I love this game. Imagine if it was remade for PS4 or PS5. Yeah, that would be sweet. I'd be down for that. 100%. Hey, Encrypted Printer. He says, this is one of my childhood favorites. Excellent choice. Well, welcome back, Encrypted Printer. Good to have you. Alright, good stuff. I was able to get the items, as well as, still not die, and still kill this boss. Hey, Zanctum, welcome back. Zanctum says, last, my most beloved game on the SNES. A Gargoyle's Quest trilogy would be so cool. Yeah, I agree. That would be a nice little pack, for sure. Yeah, so this is our aerial gargoyle. Again, you can just kind of fly. There's no limit to it. And it actually also busts open these vines. So by coming back this way, we can get another health extend. Just kind of come come on up here. And I think I have to go back. I think I went up too high. Yeah, definitely went up too high. Let's try this again. There we go. Tommy says, which demon do you think looks the coolest? I like the ultimate gargoyle. John Evans says, been playing a lot of Harmony of Dissonance lately, and so far it's my least favorite of the GBA Castlevanias. Yeah. It's not my favorite either. Hey, Andy? Andy says, I can't remember if I ever played this back in the day or not. Alright. Let's go back to town. Try to get some potions. We should have some cash. And I got 347. And let's double check and see what these do. Again, I'm pretty sure the crown gives me more money. And then the skull might allow me to do something like more damage. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Or it might be one of those where more health drops appear. I always get the talismans mixed up. It's called the talisman called Crown. It'll allow you to collect money more easily. It's a talisman called Skull. It allows you to capture soul energy more easily. Yes, the soul energy is your health. Yeah, Rockman Gargoyle Adventure. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what this is, really. It's like a slower-paced Mega Man. Getting some good cash here. Oh man, really good cash. Window Destroyer Hooligan. That's a lot of money, actually. So I can just buy a bunch of ginsengs. Nice. And I think I'm only going to get one more urn, so we're almost maxed out on ginseng. Alright, let's go ahead and switch back to our hand. Again, it allows me to throw more projectiles out, which is kind of what I prefer. And I hope I didn't miss anything on this first few levels. Because one of the things that bit me in the ass last time I played this was the fact that I had missed an item, and so I wasn't able to get the password for the true final boss. Now this area you should technically come to second. I'm going to do this one first because it's a little more challenging and thus kind of a little more interesting. Now there is an item here where you can bust through one of those sets of you know, skull piles. That's actually one of the things I missed on my last playthrough of this game. One of the things I like about these two is you can actually sit on them like this and hit these dudes from behind. Just like that. They don't even see it coming. Are there any secrets on the overworld map, says Tommy? Yeah, there's like, there's a couple. It's mainly for the hidden bonus games. Their first bonus game is just right out in the open. You can see it on the map, but the other two are hidden. I'm gonna actually need to step away here for a minute to use the restroom. Alright, so that's gonna be the boss fight down there. We'll go ahead and attempt this. So what we're gonna have to do is come back to this area and take the top route. You can actually fly into the air. And there's a exit, or yeah, I guess I'll say an entrance to another area, where that'll lead us to fight Arma again. There we go. That's our last vellum. And let's go ahead and fly all the way up. Nope, can't fly all the way up. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is just use Buster, I guess. And this fight's gonna take a while. You're not really meant to fight this guy just yet. And he has lots of invincibility frames when he turns green like that. So you need to hit him and then run back. And then just rinse and repeat. Like I said, this is probably going to take a while. But I like little challenges like this. Whoop. Oops. Yeah, one of the things I noticed is that if you go off the top of the screen, you can't actually hover over the top of the screen. And this guy does a lot of damage, too. We missed having you, Meg. I'm glad you're back. And yeah, Zuza, this is a great first October Day game. It's obviously a spooky theme, but it's also just got great gameplay, great music, all that stuff. I always love showing this game off because there are still people out there that don't even know this game really exists, and it's an absolute classic for the system. It's one of like the earliest examples of like what a hidden gem, or it's like one of the earliest examples of like a quote-unquote hidden gem. Again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, it's not one that like a ton of people played back in the day. And it just kind of like went forgotten for a long time. But nowadays it's definitely getting the love it deserves. You know, there's a lot of people that know about it now. through, you know, YouTube videos and people just trying it out in things like emulators and whatnot. Let's go ahead and select another ginseng. Notice that I'm kind of like jumping and then sort of like tapering my shots as I fall down. Since he bounces all over the place, it gives me a greater chance of actually hitting him without missing. Okay, whoa, that was close. Yeah, Gimpler, it's on the new 3DS XL. Or new 3DS in general, but it's also, it was also on, like, the Wii U Virtual Console. I'm pretty sure I actually have it there. May have even been on the Wii Virtual Console, I don't remember. So thankfully, it's been pretty accessible for a while. Outside of, you know, the original cartridge. Ow. He's almost dead. Yeah, you don't want to keep hitting him, because he'll just stay green. You won't be able to do any damage to him. That's one of the mistakes I made. There we go. He's only the most annoying of the series, John. When you're terrible at those games. When you're good at the games, he's almost like one of the best enemies in the series. It's like the Archvile in Doom 2. A lot of people are like, God, I hate this enemy. And I'm like, man, that's the best enemy in the game. Throw 15 at me at once, please. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. Unfortunately, we have no Patchy right now. Sadly, no Patchy. But I'll give you a metal pumpkin. And actually, you know what? I completely forgot to change my messages there. Meg, don't judge what you haven't tried. I'll be right back. This damn thing's supposed to light up and it's not working. What the hell? God damn it. All right. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, now what we have is Demon Fire. Very powerful attack. But I don't really want to use that right now. I want to use this gargoyle. And fly up this way. I believe I can fly. Yeah, one thing that's interesting, I realize that the gameplay crop is not... It doesn't, like, fill the top of the screen completely, which is interesting. But the, some of the segments of in the game that have more advanced visual modes, like, do fill the tops and bottoms of the screen completely. Alright. I'm gonna take this door. If I wanted to, I could actually select this, maybe get some more money from these things. Hey, Scott. Good spooky October game, yes. Yeah, it's such a good game, and it's just a great game to play this time of year. It's already starting to feel like October in my area, finally. So it's kind of the perfect game to play tonight. Hand. There we go. And switch to this guy. Smash through these. So I didn't really explain, but with the aerial gargoyle, you press B to drop when you're in the air. You press A to go up when you're in the air. Just a little while to get used to. But it becomes second nature eventually. It's really good to get used to it so you can position yourself properly to take out these enemies. And what I'm going to do is actually switch over to my Demon Fire. I'm going to also switch over to my Ginseng, just in case. Assuming the Demon Fire works on this guy, I assume it should. Eric says, makes me want to hook up my SNES and play this, and then Maximum Carnage. Well, you should do that. I can't think of a better plan. Oh yeah, nice and powerful. Oh yeah. We took him down pretty quickly. Add to the slowdown. Oops. Smash through this. There we go. It's our next talisman, which is armor. Very handy. Oops, what am I doing? Thankfully, you can relight these candles with the demon fire. It doesn't look like fire, but it works like fire. Oops, come on. Come on, stop it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, the demon fire just wrecks him. The Crest of Time. Legendary gargoyle. Hey, Turbo, welcome back. How would I describe Demon's Crest gameplay-wise? A slower Mega Man? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go get some more potions. Yeah, a slower Mega Man with some non-linear elements. Legendary gargoyle. Got 306 gold. Definitely want to try to get all my potions filled. Alright, we've got 418. I should be able to buy all three. Actually, no. I'm not gonna have enough. I need a couple more dollars. Yeah, I mean, Society, it's not a very long game. When you know where the things are and you know what to do, it's not very long at all. You can get through it in, like, you know, under 2 hours. So we basically have one more main area to go through, and then the final stage unlocks. I break your pots, and take your money. And then I leave. Just nonchalantly walk in, break all his pots, and then just, like, run out. I guess in this world, that's like the equivalent of Ding Dong Ditch. Alright, what do we have now? 560. Jeez, man, we got a lot of money real fast. Actually, we didn't get that much. I think I was at 400 something. I was like at 418. And I think I'm gonna need 420 to get 3 more potions. 3 more ginsengs. All right. I will admit the window breaking should get repetitive, but it's kind of cathartic for me. Whenever I play this game and I come into town, I have to break all the windows. It helps that I earn money from it too, so instead of having to just like replay levels over and over again, I can just replay this area. Earn money a lot faster. Oh man, too much money on the screen. Slowing down, guys. Alright, here we go. Alright, so now we can go to the water area. Right here. So that's why this 3-hour game is 14. It's actually 14 hours because you spend most of your time just breaking windows because it's fun and relaxing. You know, for anger management courses, they should just stop doing whatever they do there, and they should just, like, fire up this game and make people just break the windows over and over again. They will no longer be angry. Hey, Carl! Carl says, hey, Austin, let the Halloween season begin. Thank you very much for that, Carl. I really appreciate that, sir. Tommy says, the windows had it coming. Oh, man. Yeah, so completing this area, we will get the last crest that we can obtain without beating the game. By the way, you can actually fall through here, so be careful about that. I wish you could, like, do a dash jump off the wall. That'd be nice. That'd be some nice movement tech. That'd make it really like Mega Man X. Alright, so this guy right here is going to turn into our boss fight. And let's go ahead, switch over to our legendary gargoyle. You can shoot the windows in Dick Tracy's. Dick Tracy for the Genesis, yeah. That's a fun game. Okay, don't you think that's a little unfair, boss? I don't think I've ever seen him run, like, all the way up to the right-hand side of the screen. This is why it's good to do the other stuff first, because now I'm honestly kind of overpowered, which makes this guy a lot easier. He's got some big old lips, too. The Crest of Water. I do think it's a missed opportunity, though, not having you fight Arma for that crest. Because Arma gives you all the other crests. Alright, so unfortunately we have to do this all over again. This is probably one of the more tedious aspects of this game. Where it's like, okay, you just did this, now go do it again. For just like a minuscule item, nothing too crazy. Oops. So where the boss came from, we have to go up that area to get another item. Remember, you need all the items you want to get the true final boss. You don't really need money, so let's go ahead and just equip the hand again. Actually, you know what? I could have actually just come up from this way. I didn't even think about that. Alright, health increase. Hey, Monterance, welcome back. So I'm going to do this just to go back to the beginning area. I want to actually access the water from the very beginning. You can actually access it from like the halfway point of this map, but I'm just going to show you what it's like when you access it from the beginning. Alright, so now we have the Tidal Gargoyle, who again is pretty weak, you know, above water, but when underwater he can swim. If you press the headbutt button, you swim straight forward like this. And his attack underwater is actually really powerful. It's more powerful than other attacks. I used to think I was really slick by switching over to like the legendary gargoyle to fight this boss underwater and just tanking water damage. And then I tried it with just this guy and I realized like, oh, there's not really any point to switch to any other gargoyle for that boss. Another health increase. We just need 2 more. Hey, Michael, welcome back. Michael says, I wanted this game for Christmas back in 1996. Hey, Venom! How's it going, man? Welcome back. Happy October. It is now October. Alright, and what I'm going to do here is actually equip my armor. Which will make it so I take less damage. And this guy sucks you in, and he pushes you around. But with the tidal gargoyle, you can kind of swim against it. It's also extremely useful. Oops! Ow. Oh, this is a poor showing. There we go. Whew. Didn't have to use a ginseng, thankfully. Michael just bought Cruising Blast earlier. Hell yeah. Good choice, Michael. Good choice. Alright, and that is pretty much that. So now our final place opens up. I don't need any more potions or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and just come here. And I'll switch over to my legendary gargoyle. We're gonna get our last health upgrade and our last talisman in this place. You can actually smack open these stained glass windows. These guys right here, I like to just skip them. They take a bunch of hits. See ya! I did see it, Azusa, yeah. I did see it. I mean, I had a couple viewers in my chat that talk non-stop about it, so I've heard about it too. There we go. Hey, no problem, Michael. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Alright. Let's go ahead and switch to our aerial gargoyle. Oops. Oops. Alright, let's headbutt this. Alright, that's our last health refill, or health extend. And use the aerial gargoyle again. Just fly over this stuff. Now there is going to be a platform we have to fall through. Not really a platform, but yeah, there's an area here we have to fall through if we want to get our last talisman. And not right here actually. Oh, it is right there. For some reason, I was confusing it for another one earlier in the playthrough where you have to go left. It's a similar theme because you have to use the aerial gargoyle. Well, you don't really have to, but I tend to use it. Alright, there we go. This is probably just gonna refill my health or give me some money or something. I have Symphony of the Night flashbacks with these bells. Where, like, you hit the bells and, like, fleamen come out. I'm just gonna go ahead and just tank. You fall down faster. So that's it. We've gotten everything. So when we beat the game, we'll get ourselves a password. And then we will answer the password. And then we will have to grind up for money, because I think when you use the password, you start off with no potions. So we're definitely going to have to grind out for potions. Alright, Andy, see you later. Have a good night's sleep. Let's go ahead and use the ultimate gargoyle. I'm gonna go ahead and use the hand as well. Talk to the hand. Alright, health refill. Alright, so this is our regular final boss. He's got multiple phases, and when you have all your crests and items and stuff like that, or most of them, he will turn into... basically, he'll go into a third form that is really challenging. So what's cool about Demon's Crest is you have a bunch of different endings depending on your, you know, equipment that you found. Like the equipment and the items you found, stuff like that. How many crests you have, you know, whether you've defeated Arma, things like that. It's pretty neat. And actually, you know what? I don't know if the final... I'm pretty sure the final level can't open early. You can actually open it up before even defeating Arma completely. I think that's how it works. There's a lot of different ways to end this game, which is pretty neat. Although, if you're trying to go for the true final boss, it is easy to get screwed and not be able to backtrack. Because, like, on my last playthrough, I didn't have all the vellums. I was missing one. And I forgot where it was. And so I wasn't able to qualify the true final boss. I did qualify the last form for this guy, which is another really tough fight, but I was not able to qualify the true final boss. Which again, is only accessible via password. You get the password after beating the game. Alright, got him. Alright. Last boss. Gotta go ahead and use my ginseng right away. Hey Hamilton, welcome back. Alright, so let's go ahead and equip another ginseng. There we go. And, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it on the hand. What we have to do is actually hit him in the face. Which is easier said than done. You can grab onto these platforms, but they also disintegrate. So you gotta watch out for that. Hey, come on, dude. He likes to take his sweet time sometimes. He's almost dead. Another thing I found you can do, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, is try to just get inside of him like that. Yeah, it's not working. Oh! Oh, that's what I get for screwing around, man. Do I not have my ginseng equipped? I'm pretty sure I equipped the other one. Hey, Dasan, what's going on? Yeah, thanks, Saboteur. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the walkthroughs as well. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna try it again. Wow, that does so much damage. Yeah, see, if I had just played it, you know, safe and slow, I would have been fine. But, you know, I had to goof around, you know. That's what I love about things like this, is I can goof around, you know, and it's fun. Exactly, Saboteur. The fun factor. I agree. I've played a lot of quote-unquote bad games that I just have a lot of fun with. And that's, at the end of the day, what matters, you know? Well, that's a little bit faster than doing it the normal way, but it's really risky. Because it seems like if you get inside, like right in front of his face, like he does a ton of damage. A random painful knee as you're limping around. Oh geez, sorry to hear that, Dasan. Don't you love getting old? Old age is great. Yeah, I agree, Carl. Every game, even the bad games, are fun to someone and loved. Well, I don't know about every game, but I think a lot more games than people realize are more fun than they're usually given credit. Like, I'm not sure if Action 52 actually has, like, legitimate fans. But a lot of quote-unquote bad games, you know, they have their fans. Oh, man. Yeah, decide. Like, I wake up sometimes and I've got random pains. I'm like, why is this hurting? I don't understand it. I've had knee pains as well. A bunch of different leg pains. Yeah, encrypted printer, 100%. Sometimes the gameplay flow isn't readily apparent to people either. Yeah, no, absolutely. Though a person might think a game's bad just because they don't understand really how to play the game. They don't understand the flow. Encrypted Predator says, that's why I like Let's Plays. I get to see someone who likes a game show me why they like it. There you go, man. I try to mainly just Let's Play games I enjoy. But usually if I learn a game and it's not too much of a pain in the ass, I usually end up enjoying it, even if I didn't like it at first. Yes, Meg, I know we're old. Yep, we are old. We're getting there. We're getting there anyway. Some of us are older than others. Yeah, Dasan, I'm about half a year away from 40 myself. Not looking forward to it. I mean, I shouldn't have that attitude, right? I'm alive at least, I guess. Raul, Edward, I do agree. The soundtrack is awesome. Savitor says, just wait, kids. Monstrance says the worst game to him is Fester's Quest. Really, really bad game. Yeah, I don't really agree with that. But, you know, to each their own. I've definitely played way worse NES games. Azusa's already 40. Are you serious? You look like you're 25. Society says people say their 40s were their best years. I mean, I could see that for some people. I wonder how many of those people have, like, good kids in their 40s. Like, maybe they had kids in their 20s and, like, they're almost grown up in their 40s. They're like, yeah, the 40s were the best time of my life because my kids were starting to freaking move out. Hell yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Damn, Azusa. I didn't think you were that old, dude. You don't look 40. Of course, people say I don't look almost 40, too. Michael turned 37 in August. Tommy says life got better for him after hitting 30. Oh man, yeah, my 30s were weird. I spent a huge portion of them on night shift, and that just kind of sucked away a lot of my social life. Hey, Gotcham. Gotcham says, what a great start of October with this game. Hell yeah. Gotcham's only 22. Gotcha's like Stexor. He's like a baby. I have to call him Baby Gotcham, like Baby Stexor. Encrypted Printer is 38 now. Yeah, just a year behind me. Hell yeah. Carl will be 36 in February. No problems with being in his 30s. Savitor is so old he remembers pre-video games before they were such a thing. Oh man, that's amazing, Salvatore. Trev, a student, is 1984. Society's 81 as well. The Big 4-0. Alright, so after this, it's going to give us a password. Alright, I'm going to actually just write the password down instead of taking a photo of it. Meg's cat says hi, everybody. Yeah, Meatball, he's a cutie. Maybe not as cute as my cat, but I mean, he's pretty damn close. Patchouli says hi, everybody, by the way. Alright, so Q, F, 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 K, N, R, R, D, D, L, R, X, G, T, Q. Alright, I assume I wrote that down correctly. It would have been easier to just take a photo. Tails says hi. Oh man, Azusa has an awesome cat named Tails. He's a big boy, and he's a lap cat. He'll sit on his lap while he streams. It's hilarious. Yeah. So again, we are on the old Mister. Alright. Oh, look at that! It puts it in for me automatically. How nice of you, game. I like you. I like you very much. I didn't know it put it in for you automatically. That's awesome. Alright, so, we've got this guy that has appeared now. We need to earn some cash. Now, I haven't fought this boss since I did our last stream of this game, which was like 40 years ago, I think, so... but we basically need to get all of our, Whoa, what is this guy? We need to get all of our cash back. So this is a badass gargoyle. This is the ultimate gargoyle. He can shoulder slam. He's got a really powerful attack. He can also headbutt. Whereas the other gargoyles can't really do all three, but this guy can. I guess we need about $700. I think that's what it's going to cost us to get five potions. 5 ginsengs. Whiskey Dogma is 39 in 17 days. And if we talk to this guy again, says, hey, you're the one that defeated Phalanx, who was the big final boss. Azusa says he might break down and play through Simon's Quest for Halloween. Well, why not? Simon's Quest is a good game. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, where are we at? 506. Need 200 more. Now, because this guy can actually do the ground slide, you can't headbutt while being on the ground. You have to actually jump and then headbutt. It'd be awesome if, like, instead of headbutting, he just, like, shot lasers up vertically and just broke everything above him. That would have been amazing. And even better would be, like, Demon Fire. Now, the unfortunate part is, I mean, there's a very real possibility of me dying at this boss, and if that happens, I'm gonna have to do this grind all over again. $769. All right, we're good to go. Savitor says, don't die! Easier said than done. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is select the armor. Just to give myself a slightly better chance. Alright, wish me luck. Alright. And I believe this guy can actually, yeah, he can also fly up too. And he can swim. Oh, should probably equip one of these. Meg, yeah, this is what they call a true final boss, where you have to meet certain objectives or goals to unlock it. And usually they're a lot more challenging than the original final boss. It's optional, but it's for people that are, you know, have gotten much better at the game. It's a really hard fight, actually. You can't hit him when he's blinking black, which is why I'm just waiting when he does that. I think we're actually doing pretty good so far. I've only used one of my health refills. I have 4 more. Oops. Oh, now there's no ground. Great. GG. Has anyone ever beat this boss without taking any hits? I bet there's someone that was crazy enough to try it. Yes, we got it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Demon's Crest. Thanks for the GGs, guys. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you for that, Society. I appreciate that. I'll turn on the alerts. Yeah, it's quite the battle. And hey, Brian, what's going on? Thank you. Good old Demon's Crest. I must have missed the alert. It hasn't popped. Oh well. Thanks again, Society. Probably popped and I wasn't looking. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. That is Demon's Crest, start to finish. Pretty much everything you can do in it. And yeah, it's a great game. It's a classic. He says, play another one. It's still early here on the West Coast. No, I'm out. I'm actually gonna head out and get some food, and yeah, maybe hit Twitch later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, you're welcome, Savitor. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, see ya, Carl. You're welcome, Encrypted Printer. Thanks a lot. Again, thanks for hanging out as well. Yeah, it's always a treat playing this game. I really enjoyed playing it a few weeks back on Twitch. I just quickly ripped through the game that night on stream, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be my first stream on YouTube in October. But yeah, the endings also change a little bit based on, you know, certain qualifications. So, it's not a super long game, but it's a really satisfying playthrough, and, you know, there are lots of different ways you can end the game. You can go straight to the very end early, too. There are ways to do that. It's really interesting. So, like, its core gameplay isn't the most complex or anything, and few games were of this type, you know, back in the day. But, you know, it does get some of its replay value from having, you know, different ways you can go through the game, and the different endings you can get, things like that. It's a shame Patchouli hasn't joined us at all tonight. I had to put a big pumpkin where, like, she normally would sleep. Oh man, so yeah guys, you know, I made a community post a couple days ago talking about sort of my stream plans for October. Demon's Crest aside, I might have to pull back on some of those plans, but I will keep you guys updated. I did record my first Let's Play for October yesterday. Started editing that yesterday as well, so channel members and Patreon backers, watch out for that. I should have that posted in a couple of days. And then everybody else on YouTube, you'll see that published next weekend. Probably Friday. So stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be a good one. And then after that, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. But stay tuned. I'll try to keep you guys posted. It's a very somber ending tune as well. I love it. It's one of my favorites on Super Nintendo. Demon's Crest has a very interesting soundtrack overall. A lot of really... I don't know, a lot of really interesting tunes. And there you go. I think this is actually the only way you get that ending photo of, or ending image of Firebrand. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for me. And what's interesting about that is well, never mind. I was going to say, I thought I was going to go back to the title screen. I was trying to be all clever. Well, yeah, you know what's interesting is it actually goes back to the title screen and the other ending does not. I'm clever. Jonathan says there's an MSU1 version of this game. Yeah, I'd believe it. I don't know. I don't think the Mister has MSU1 support yet. I'll have to look into that. I wanted to get a FX Pack Pro eventually, so I could do that on the Super Nintendo itself. But yeah, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Say bye to Pumpkin Patchouli. Good kitty. Good kitty. Patchouli has morphed into a pumpkin. Watch her fly through that door right now. In 3, 2, 1. Wow. Come on, Patchouli. You can. All right, she's not. She's probably like passed out right now. That's gonna do it for me, guys. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I should have the archive up either later tonight or sometime tomorrow, so watch out for that. If you want to catch up on the archive, watch the playthrough again. I've got multiple other Demon's Crest playthroughs on my channel. I did 2 streams previously, and then I've also done a dedicated Let's Play series of it. So if for some reason you want to watch multiple different playthroughs of this game, I have them. So just check those out on my channel. And, oops, I actually clicked the wrong one. Sorry about that, guys. Getting into the bad habit of doing that. I always do my Patreon slides at the end to give credit to all you kind folks that support this channel in more ways than just watching. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And, I am going to do stuff. What that stuff is, I'm not sure entirely just yet. But yeah, huge shout outs to Azusa2525, Carl, and Society of Sin, who all did super chats today. Thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate that. It helps out a lot. And yeah, it's very generous. I do appreciate it. And thanks also to Society of Sin, who joined up as a channel member. So double whammy from Society. So yeah, thanks guys for that. The more channel members we get, the more likely we can unlock some more emotes on YouTube. So yeah, thanks guys for doing that. It gives us those funky emotes that we can, you know, spam in chat and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and spam all of them right now. Emoji spam. But alright, I'm out of here, guys. Have yourselves a fantastic day or night wherever you are in the world. And I guess until the next one, take it easy.